struggle is the training ground where weak men are burned away and forged into something unstoppable. It is not the comfort that builds the warrior, not the applause that sharpens the edge. It is the cold silence, the sleepless nights, the failures no one claps for, the wounds that don't heal with time but harden into armor. This is where greatness is born, not in sunlight but in fire. The man who has never suffered is not a man who knows his strength. He is a boy walking in a dream, mistaking ease for excellence, mistaking luck for merit. But the man who has bled, who has been broken, who has been knocked to the dirt and spat on by the world, yet still rose to his feet with fire in his eyes, he is dangerous. He is unstoppable, because he is trained in the one arena that cannot be faked. Struggle. You want power, you want mastery, then get ready to bleed for it. You don't sharpen steel by soaking it in heat. You hammer it, you burn it, you mold it under pressure until it cuts through anything in its path. So it is with men, so it is with you. You were not born to sit quietly and hope life treats you kindly. You were born to face it head on, to take its blows and dare it to hit harder. You were born to chase something so fierce that the mere act of pursuing it would break most. You were not made for ease. You were made for war, and the battlefield is everywhere. Your thoughts, your fears, your failures, each one is an opponent. Each one is a test. The man who embraces the struggle does not pray for it to end. He prays for the strength to endure it. He learns to smile while suffering. He learns to grind while others cry. He walks when his legs scream to stop, and he speaks power when his mind begs him to quit. Why? Because he knows struggle is not punishment. It is preparation. It is the refining fire that separates those who say they want it from those who are willing to earn it. Look around you. The world is full of soft men, frightened by discomfort, paralyzed by fear, addicted to praise, allergic to discipline. But that is not you, not anymore. Because the moment you accept that struggle is the path, not the obstacle, the world begins to bow before you. The weak seek shortcuts, the strong build endurance. There is no crown without the cross, no throne without the trench. Every mountain you climb will demand pieces of your soul, and that is how it should be. If it costs nothing, it's worth nothing. If it's easy to get, it's easy to lose. So do not run from the pain, invite it, drag it into the ring, let it hit you again and again, until you stop fearing it and start using it. Because there comes a day when the pain you endure becomes the power you carry. The sleepless nights turn into unshakable discipline. The heartbreak becomes fuel, the rejection becomes direction, and the suffering becomes the story that makes men listen when you speak. They won't care what you wore or how pretty your life looked on the surface. They will care about how deep your scars go and whether you kept walking despite them. Struggle is the only university that matters. It teaches with a heavy hand, and it does not give out certificates. It gives you wisdom, resilience, and the ability to stand when others fall. And those who pass through it, they don't just walk into rooms. They command them. They don't just speak, they are heard. They don't just live, they dominate. Most men fold at the first sign of resistance. They scream for help when things get hard, looking for rescue, looking for pity. But pity is a poison, and if you drink enough of it, you forget your own strength. Stop crying out for mercy. Start demanding more from yourself. When your body aches and your mind is screaming to quit, that's not the time to stop. That's the beginning of the real test. Anyone can act strong when the winds are calm, but true strength is revealed when the storm hits, and you keep moving forward with nothing but your willpower to carry you. When everything is falling apart and you refuse to fall with it, that's what defines you, not how many wins you collect, but how many times you rise after being shattered. You think champions are born. No, they are beaten into shape. They are humiliated, broken, doubted, laughed at, but they keep going because somewhere deep inside they know the struggle is necessary. It's not a detour, it's the route. You must suffer to grow, you must sacrifice to rise, and you must embrace the grind so completely that pain becomes irrelevant. Stop wishing things were easier. Wish you were stronger. Wish for more trials, more opposition, more hardship. Not because you enjoy suffering, but because you understand it builds something no comfort ever could. The man who walks through fire and keeps walking is not the same man on the other side. He's become something more, something dangerous, something disciplined, something divine. And do not think the struggle ends. No, it evolves. The higher you climb, the colder it gets. The stronger you become, the more pressure life will apply. It is not a punishment. It is a compliment. It means life sees you as worthy of the test. It means you've proven you can carry more. So carry it. Carry it with pride. Carry it like a soldier with blood on his boots and fire in his soul. You want to be remembered, then build a legacy in the struggle. Let your footsteps echo through the pain. Let your scars be the proof you didn't just survive, you thrived. Most men will never get there. They will quit, blame, hide. But you will outlast them. You will rise because struggle is not your enemy. It is your ally. It is the furnace that makes you unbreakable. Every tear you've shed, every hour you've bled, every door slammed in your face. It was all part of the process. Every failure, every loss, every humiliation. It was your education. While others chased comfort, you were being carved into something harder than steel. And now you stand on ground they will never reach, because you were forged in a place they were too afraid to enter. You were trained in the dark, that is why you shine in the light, and when life throws another trial your way, you will not flinch, you will grin, because this is what you were made for, not the applause, not the comfort, the fight,